This is Jackie Helvian. I'm here at Carrboro Town Hall speaking with Barbara Tyroler. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Jackie.
You're going to have to speak up a little bit.
Okay.
Barbara has curated a wonderful show here at Carrboro Town Hall. Or is curated the right word?
Well, technically the curator would be Marcella Slade, who figured out where to put these beautiful portraits of, of the 19 women in the show. She curated it in terms of placement. My role is to have photographed the women in the show and interviewed them for their stories, which are part of the show too.
Tell us the show name.
The show name is called Regarding Resilience, Portraits and Stories.
Mm-hmm.
And the show is 19 women, ages in her 20s, I think, maybe. Ages, there is actually a young woman in her 20s to 100 and almost 100. I think Nina's mom might be almost 100 in the show, from all different backgrounds, all different states of their lives, stages of their lives, and their stories about resilience and the challenges that they've met and how they've overcome them. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good.
But anytime you can speak louder, that's good.
That's always a challenge, and I will attempt to do that. Okay.
Okay, back up a little bit.
Okay.
So what prompted you to do this show, and how did you select the people that are in the show?
Well, I've always
Yeah.
I've always done portraits, and sometimes the portraits are children who have been started. I think, Jackie, you interviewed me when I first came back to Chapel Hill from Washington, D.C., and I was doing a portrait called Diverse Abilities, and it was about people or children at this point on the autism spectrum who were in a swimming class and to learn how to feel comfortable in the water. And then I did a series of portraits of Elon faculty, and I did a series of portraits of people with their favorite trees during COVID. So I realized that portraits were really my main thing. So right during COVID, I ended up playing pickleball, and I was going to do a project of people with disabilities who were playing pickleball.
Oh,
I
interesting.
thought that would be kind of interesting, but it seemed a little limited. There are 6 people on the show who play pickleball, not necessarily with disabilities, but they have stories about how they've overcome different challenges. And that's where that started. And then I just sort of expanded to the people that I knew, and that's kind of how it evolved.
Nice. Well, we're going to be talking with a couple of the women who are featured
Yes.
in your show, but right now, tell specifics about this show and what else you have coming up.
So this show will have a closing reception April the 6th with Red Nucleus Music, and a lot of the participants will be in it. They will each get a book that has their stories and their portraits. So April 6th is the big closing reception, and I hope people will come to that. The other projects that are happening, the Carrboro Art Center, which has just moved to a new location, we are starting a program with them, a photography program, and there's a lot of portrait work, a lot of portrait classes in that program. So those are going to be opening up in April. So, and then the Click Festival is coming in October, and we'll have a lot of portrait work and multimedia things with the staff at the Art Center.
That's going to be at the Art Center also? Nice. Well, it sounds like you're keeping really busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and talk with a couple other folks
Great.
now. Thank you, Barbara. Great to see
Okay.
you. Okay, so right now I'm talking to Samia Serageldin. Okay. And Samia is one of the people who is featured in the show in a portrait. And we happen to know each other from way back when we first started the Carrboro Music Festival, Fête de la Musique, and you were the wonderful volunteer coordinator. It's so good to see you.
Lovely to see you too, Jackie.
So, first of all, I just learned that you have a magazine. Tell us about your magazine.
Absolutely. It's called South Writ Large, Stories, Arts, and Opinions from the Global South. So we really focus on the American South, but we have quite a few contributors from around the world. And we've been publishing for 12 years now, quarterly, so 4 times a year, about 10 to 12 essays or portfolios in every issue. And our upcoming issue is going to include an essay and portfolio by Barbara Tyroler of some of the works in her current exhibition, plus her essay explaining what inspired her to do portraits of resilience and how she chose her subjects. So, so I'm really excited about that. I'm glad she's doing that for us. Barbara's very generous with her time, with sharing her portraits with the people who sat for them, and especially with her patience, because I remember sitting for her and how patient she was for me. So she's the most generous of photographers.
Oh, how nice.
Artists, really, I have to say.
Yeah.
Because it's not regular photography she does. She does beautifully inspired artistic work that never fails to move people.
Exactly.
When they see it. Yes.
So now why are you included in this show? What's your story?
Well, I think Barbara probably chose me because she knows that, like many people who chose or circumstances forced to leave their homeland, we have to overcome quite a few difficulties.
Now, where is your homeland?
So I was born in Egypt and grew up there till I was 20. And then I moved to the UK. I lived in London for the 70s. And then in 1980, we came to America. But that time, we had come with the intention of staying because it was no longer tenable for us, for political reasons, to continue to live in Egypt. And it was a difficult adjustment, as all of these adjustments are. Certainly not linguistically, from my point of view, that was never a problem. I grew up trilingual. English was one of my first languages. But just fitting in, and I call that being a chameleon. In fact, it's the strongest image I have in my first book, The Cairo House, and in my subsequent books as well. But really, it's the feeling that you want to make people comfortable. So you try to fit in, you try as much as possible. I don't think I quite sound like a Southerner, not yet, not yet. But
I don't think that's going to happen.
No, not yet. Well, anyway, it's been 30 years in Chapel Hill, so longer than I've ever lived anywhere in my life. Because, as I said, I left Egypt when I was 20.
Right.
And it feels like home. It is home. This is where I raised my children.
Right.
And it's a wonderful community, and I never fail to appreciate it. And I have so many friends here in Chapel Hill, in Hillsborough, in Raleigh. But it's always a balancing act, and there's nothing hypocritical about it at all. It's just the imperative to make others comfortable.
Right.
And if you allow me, I will read just a paragraph from my essay for Barbara that goes along with this beautiful portrait she did of me, as well as this portrait that she also did, where you can see her talent for taking things that her subject, her photo subject, is typical of them or of their background, and incorporating it in the image. Beautiful artistry. So this is from my essay. I grew up trilingual, meaning I honestly cannot remember learning one language before the other. And that is something that tends to discomfort people. They ask if it wasn't confusing to a child to learn any one language properly when you heard more than one spoken around you. And the answer to that is that children have the inherent capacity to sort the words that belong to each language into separate mental systems. Compartmentalization becomes an ingrained skill that one can draw on as an adult. It's especially useful if you are destined for the life of a chameleon.
Very nice.
Thank you very much, Jackie.
Yes, thank you. It's great to see you. Now I'm talking to Polina V. Pronounce your last name just for the heck of it.
It's Varlamova.
Yeah, see why I didn't try to say it myself? I couldn't even do Sammy's name. It's so nice to meet you, and it's so great to see you, and you are part of this exhibit as well.
Thank you.
So I was just asking you what brought you to America, because you're from Russia. How did you end up here?
As I said, I moved here 5 years ago with my husband, and my husband and I, we always want to live somewhere, just try to live in different country. And after my husband got the job offer, we moved in Cary in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Are you still in Cary, or are you in
Yes,
Oh, yeah?
I'm still in Cary.
Uh-huh.
And I really like being here in this state, and I really like the art community.
So you're an
And-
artist.
Yes.
What kind of art do you do?
I work with a textile,
Oh,
and I make textile sculptures and embroideries, and the things like this.
Mhm.
So I've been working with the textile for 14 years.
oh wow.
Yes, already, and I'm very happy to be here, surrounding such nice people. They are very welcoming in this art community. They are very supportive, and I'm really grateful to be the part, and I'm very proud to be a part of this project.
And how did you meet Barbara? What's your connection?
At Frank Gallery,
Oh.
we've met at Frank Gallery.
Uh-huh.
I'm emerging artist there.
Oh, nice.
Yes, for 2 years already, and they are great people. I really love them.
Yeah, I love that gallery. It's so beautiful.
Yes, me too.
So did you have something you wanted to read also?
Yes, I would like to read my paragraph,
Okay.
and then Barbara told me about this project. Sorry, I forgot the word.
It's okay.
Okay. I immediately thought about my father, who passed away 7 years ago, and it was life change. It was a life-changing moment for me, and but at the same, of course, it was very sad and devastating. But at the same time, I found a true beauty in death, and I realized that death can be beautiful, and I found a lot of energy in this. And after 5 years, I began to work seriously as an artist. I created my first artwork, and this artwork is about my father, and it's about the death. And Barbara took this picture right in front of this embroidery. It's like a very big embroidery. Yeah, and today, I want to say that death can be can be inspired, can be inspiring.
Mhm.
And it led me to make this artwork, and it led me to continue to work with the theme. It's one of my theme. And today it's my father's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, it's such a coincidence.
Mhm.
So I would like to read this text about him.
Okay.
Okay. Dad, thank you for passing away with such a grace. Thank you for showing a beautiful death. Thank you for fighting so bravely. Maybe, maybe it was a bad idea.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay. Thank you for allowing me to be around. Thank you for feelings so strong and deep. Thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for my first conscientious art project. Thank you for helping me become as adult so fast. I wish I could show you where I live now. You would enjoy the fishing here. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Then I was writing this. I was crying like I could help.
Oh.
Really. I wish I could show you my new home. You would laugh at the construction. I wish I could show you that I am creating now. You would be very proud of me. I remember you. I love you. I miss you so much.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet.
So yeah, and right now it helps me to live here. I believe that he's somewhere around and he supports me.
He's with you, yeah.
Yes, definitely, and yes, I'm sure that he'll be very he could be very proud of what I'm doing right now.
Right, right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, Barbara, tell us who the sponsors are and where the show is, if you
All
would.
right. Thank you. I actually want to thank the participants so much. That was beautiful. Thank you, guys. That was very heartfelt.
Yeah.
So our sponsors are the Orange County Arts Commission. Katie Murray, the executive director, has been so supportive to our artists, and we really appreciate that. We're also appreciative to Marcella Slade, who is our official curator
I
here
love
at
Marcella.
Carrboro Town Hall, and that was after Jackie was the curator for many years. Red Nucleus, who will be performing on April 6th, they have been very supportive as well. It's a musical duo. The location is here at the Carrboro Town Hall, and that is 301 West
Main Street.
Street here in Carrboro.
Right next to the farmer's market space. That's how you
Exactly,
can
and the
find it
farmer's market will
easily.
be that morning.
Yeah. Okay, well,
All
thank
right.
you so much.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you,
hope
Jackie.
your reception, your closing reception is fabulous.
Thank you.